What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MCOC Alliance War, and in this war I brought Blade, Void, and I brought Loki, who I don't end up using, but I'll tell you later why I ended up bringing him. So for this first fight, you see I did go with the node up. I forgot to show what the nodes were, but on this node itself you have the Aggression Fury, or Aggressive Fury, I forget what exactly it's called. Blockable First, as you just saw, and Limber as well, and then of course the Champion boost. And then for the other node, it's Bleed and Poison Immune, so that's why I'm not dropping the first and second special. I do drop the second special at the end of the fight, but that's just to, you know, finish it off. And then okay, that wasn't to finish it off, that was just to do some damage, whatever. I can't remember. So what was Poison, Bleed Immune, and then the combo shield. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that difficult a fight. I figured that it was going to be Yellow Jacket, so the only thing I did have to worry about was the getting hit by the first special, which if I did, because he's not awakened, I could just wait out the timer. I don't have to throw my special to keep from getting stunned. So yeah, that was like the main reason that I went in with the node up. That and I was getting tired, I wanted to go to bed, and the node still wasn't down. So this is only the second time I've ever fought Wasp. I fought her once in Arena, and I gotta say, that is some just some BS right there. I hate that that's part of the design, that you get hit like that. And in the arena, I know that there was well, from doing the arena fight, I know that there's a chance to get shocked by that as well, but luckily I didn't get shocked. I only got the degen from Bane and then was able to pass that back. But yeah, I don't like that, how that's set up, where there's no way around getting hit like that. So up next, I know that it's going to be Medusa, and as soon as I clicked to go into this fight, I was like, oh man, I should have brought Loki in for this. I hope that before Alliance War season starts, I do face her again on this node, and I know for sure that it is her, and then I'll bring Loki in. But yeah, the idea for bringing Loki would be, like, once you get to the Furies, I could either like wait it out and use let Mystic Dispersion boost up my power so that I can get to the special 3, and then drop the third special. Then I will every 3 seconds I will gain a Fury, as long as I can, you know, keep up that buff. Right there, real quick, right there, I thought for sure that she was at the end of her dash back and should have gotten hit by that. You know, I slowed it down, and she was no longer, you know, going backwards, but the attack still missed. You know, it's kind of, that was a little sketchy there. But yeah, anyways, for Loki, I think, like I said, I think next time I will bring him in just to try him out, and then if he does work good, then whenever I see a Mystic here, I'll bring Loki and then use him on that node. So you see, I did take that combo though earlier, and I do end up messing up again. So right now I'm still cornered. I think I moved, yeah, right there, I moved a little bit too slow on that heavy, much faster there. I hesitated a little bit. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the heavy attack or dash back again, and then I decided, you know, and when you have to actually think about doing it, then that's when you're typically going to be a little bit late on it. So up next we have the other buffet node, and I thought about bringing Loki in on this, but it also has the extra regen on it, I believe, so I knew that Loki wasn't going to out damage his regen, so that's why I went ahead and brought in Sabretooth. But you know, as far as Loki is concerned, I think the best 2 nodes to use him on is the 2 buffet nodes. If It's a champion that, you know, has a lot of buffs, so that you can get up to that L3. But overall, this is a pretty easy fight. It's just that you're going to take some serious block damage as the fight goes on, because I think it's every 5 hits you do, he gains a Fury, and then when he launches a special, he turns that Fury into a passive Fury. So it goes up to 5. You can only gain 5 of them per fight. So he's at 4 right now. So the next one that he does will be the last, as high as he's going to go. So he's not going to gain any more passive Furies, but he will still gain that Fury buff there. And like I said, that was like one of the reasons why I wanted to bring in Loki. But like I said, that regen that he has going on, additionally, he's since it's passive, Loki won't steal it, so he won't be able to stop all that health gain. But with Void, he can reverse it, and so yeah, pretty easy fight. Up next, this is actually the first time that I'm fighting the Iron Man Infinity War on this node. I've only ever fought him once in Alliance War, and that was on, I want to say it was the Bane node. I can't fully remember. But yeah, it's so hard to concentrate because on his Furies, because you got so much stuff going on. You got Void, who's constantly giving debuffs, and then his armors, they don't stay all the way to the right. It eventually moves off to the left some, and then yeah, it becomes harder to keep track of. And I can't remember when it happens, but I remember I was like trying to focus on the armors, making sure that it's not like at like 4 or whatever when I'm doing the attack on them. And maybe it's when after I go into Fear the Void or something. I'm not okay. Right there, see, it switched there, and then it switched again. So it's like, you know, trying to keep track of where the armor up is. And I do end up getting parried in this fight, but initially I thought it was the auto block, but it was that he did a 5-hit combo into my block, and he finished with a light attack, and so he recovered faster. Is it right here? Yeah, so I need to stop doing that. I need to only go in whenever he finishes with a medium attack. That's for all opponents. I tend to do that a lot in arena, and I get parried by it. So I need to just stop doing that. Just pay attention that whether it's a light attack or a medium attack, and then decide if I'm going to go in or not. But yeah, other than that, it was a pretty smooth fight. He was just a 4-star, so you know, it wasn't a rank 4 or 5-star. And this was the reason that I brought in Loki, because I was looking at this and I was thinking that it was probably going to be Nebula, or it could have been Yondu. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what, that could be a Green Goblin. And if it's Green Goblin, then I'm not going to be able to out-damage his regen. So that was the reason that I brought it in. Why I didn't choose Loki for this fight. And then I saw that it was Sentinel. And yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been able to out-damage him to finish off the fight. But as you saw, I started off, I was trying to mix him up, trying to keep his analysis charges low, but I'm like, man, this is taking too long. And with Void, I decided I was just going to let the debuffs do all the damage. So that's why I just started going in, just doing regular combos, firing off the first special. His specials, they're pretty easy to evade. I mean, I'm used to evading them. I fight them, I mean, not this particular version, but I do fight a Sentinel in Alliance Quest all the time. So it's, I did block that first part of that second special, but, you know, I can evade all 3 of it, and then, like I said, the L1 as well. So not too worried about that. Almost messed up there. I dashed back. I wasn't expecting to get the parry, and then dashed in. Luckily, I didn't get parried on that. This time, I think this is like the first time I've had 2 stacks of Fear of the Void right there, and I actually get it again in the next fight, which is against Ultron. So yeah, I'm hoping that once I get him to SIG 200, then I can get that more often. But I mean, I guess part of it is that Sentinel, he's, you know, pretty free with his specials right now, just firing off the first and second special. I'm not spending too much time baiting those out, so I can get more combos in and more L1s, more debuffs like that. So this is going to be my final fight. It's Ultron, and I could have went in with Blade, but I was like, I'll just go in with Void. And looking at his health, I was like, I have 15k health. I should be able to do this fight and, you know, and survive with that. So yeah, I go in. He probably only evaded like 1 or 2 times in this fight. I can't remember. But yeah, it's the hard thing about using Void is it's hard to tell whenever Ultron is going to evade, because he has that 7-ish second evade, and normally what I do is I will start doing like 4-hit combos, and then, you know, waiting for him to evade, and then when he does evade, then I know I got like 7 seconds. So like right here it has 7 seconds, so I go in, do a full combo, throw that L1, because I know that he's not going to evade. But then at this point, it's a 40% chance that he will evade, so I'm not sure. And right there, I hate whenever I do that. You know, waste of the L1 right there. Dash in. I thought I wanted to do a single hit and then fire off the L1, but yeah, it didn't work out. I pushed it too early. Now I'm reversing his regen, and I could have finished this off a little bit faster, but I just started messing around. I wanted to see if I can get him to kill himself with the regen, but he didn't. If I would have had 1 more stack of Petrify, he would have. So just did a parry there, did a combo, and finished him off. So yeah, 69 hits, took down Ultron there. But yeah, that's it for my path. My teammates took down the boss. I believe it was Dormammu, right? Yeah, it was Dormammu. Teammates took him down. So yeah, we did end up winning this war. The other alliance, I guess they just like gave up. Didn't want to spend any units or anything like that, potions. So pretty easy win for us. Season starts in another week, so trying to save up some potions, some units for that. But yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.